preview that something is coming up very, very late at the end of the show. And I'm doing that because, as you know, if you've shopped with me before, sometimes we have to wait for all of the electronics to kick in. And while we do that, we don't want to bore everybody. So, so we just figured that, if I give you something to look at other than my face, then perhaps you will be enchanted to stay. And this piece actually is so great because it is coming up toward the end of the show. And so, as I say, if you stick with me till the very end of the show, you will get a chance to see this. Sorry for looking away, because I just wanted to make sure that everything is working, and everything seems to be working. So I am going to start the show, but I'm still going to let you see this. Again, the show is Michael O'Connor for Carroll's Jewelers. Thank you for whoever is sending me those hearts. Luke says hello, and I'm going to tell you how you can interact with me just in 1 second. So let me just tell you a couple of things. I've totally lost my train of thought. Okay, the electronics are kicked in. So let me tell you a little bit about the show. I am going to put this down. I'm obviously not of the mindset to handle more than a couple of things at a time. So anyway, we've got a great show for you. I do need to tell you every week that I am compensated for doing this. And I will also tell you that if you don't know who Carroll's Jewelers is, then you haven't been shopping with me long enough. Carroll's Jewelers is Florida's most trusted jeweler. They are right on Las Olas Boulevard, actually a spot that they have had for over 60 years. And the company is almost a century old. So if you're looking for that established jeweler, that trusted jeweler that you can go to if you have any kind of an issue, Carroll's Jewelers is that company. I will tell you also that we have so many great things in the show. We have pieces for just over $50, all the way up to $18,000. So we've got some great pieces. No, that bracelet was not the $18,000, but I am going to let you see it again. It is coming up at the very end of the show. And we also have great discounts. We've got a lot of things that are 50% off. So thank you for those hearts. So we have a lot of things that are 50% off. So stick with me because we've got some great values, as I said in the preview. So let me tell you a little bit about the platform now, because a lot of people are watching me on YouTube, and some people are watching me on Instagram. Some people are watching me on Facebook. If you're watching me on Instagram, by now you probably know what to do. There is a code over my head. Put that code into your chat box. Hello, Sherry. Thank you for being here. Sherry said that she would be here, and she is here every week, unless she's playing with her grandkids, which is totally understandable. So thank you, Sherry. So above my head is a code. Put that into the chat box, and what will happen is that Instagram will DM you or direct message you a link, and you'll be able to see everything in the show. If you are watching me on my Facebook page, I will tell you that I will not be able to get to your comments until after the show. I will see them, but not until after, because this platform takes precedence. So what I would encourage you to do is, in any of the posts that I have about this show, I put a little link. So go to that link, click the link, and you can come to this platform. And I'm going to tell you now why that's so important. If you are on this platform, we can interact. Just like you saw, Sherry said, hello, Luke. So if you are on this platform, we can interact. And here's how we can interact. Because down the side here, there are a group of icons. The top one is the hearts. Somebody already knows how to use that because they're sending me hearts. If you like something I'm saying, if you love a piece that I'm showing, maybe you love this beautiful ruby and diamond bracelet that's coming up. Well, and Luke says hello right back to Sherry. So if you love something like that, you can send me the hearts, and maybe I'll spend some extra time on it. The next button down is your best friend. It is the shop button. Now, I'm not saying you have to shop and buy everything in the show. It would be nice if you do, but if you don't, perfectly understandable, because we do have pieces up to $18,000. You may like that. But anyway, so that shop button is truly your friend, because if I've gone past something, if you don't have the full hour to spend with me, hit that shop button. You'll see everything in the show. And when everything comes up, you'll be able to shop at your leisure. The next button down is your friend's best friend. That next button down is 3 little dots. And if you hit those 3 little dots, you'll be able to share this on your social media. And I've always said, and I say this every week, that my best friends always share great things with me. So if you want to be a best friend to someone, share that on your social media. We would love that. Your friends would love it. And you may get some brand new, really great best friends. And finally, Sherry and Luke already have the hang of this because at the bottom there is a dialog box. That dialog box will allow us to interact, just like we've been doing. So if you want to interact with me, if you've got questions, if you want to ask questions as I'm going through things, if you want me to turn things around, go to the dialog box, put your name in, tell me where you are watching from, and we can actually interact just like Luke, just like Sherry, and just like you if you want to do that. So I'm going to start with the show because the show is really phenomenal. As I said, we've got some pieces all the way from just over $50 all the way up to $18,000. And the first piece, and I am going to beat Luke to the punch here by putting it up, if I can find it. No. I don't see it here. Oh, maybe I need Luke's help. Maybe not. Anyway, the first piece, I'm hoping that that's it. The icons are very small. I am very old and I am getting blinder by the day. So they are a little small. And so if I am wrong, I am sure that Luke will correct it. Anyway, the first piece is this beautiful ring, which is comprised of labradorite. So this ring, let me just take this off and I'm going to put this on my hand so that you can see it up close and personal. This ring here is normally in the store $70. Tonight you're going to take 25% off, so $52.50 can get this home. This is a sterling silver ring. Look at in the center you have this beautiful floral pattern and then you have a labradorite right here. This ring is actually available in a number of sizes already, but if we don't have your size, don't worry. You can just call the store. Carroll's Jewelers is there right now. So you can call the store at 954-463-3711 and order it in your size. Now the size I have here, I think is a size 8, which means I can get it on. Okay, so this is primarily a ladies ring, but I do want to show, I take about a size 8 1/4, but I can get the 8 on because it is a narrow shank. So I wanted to do that because a lot of people have larger hands and they want to see how this looks on a larger hand. So this is what it would look like. This is a size 8. It is available in 4, 5, we've got 3 in size 6, 3 in size 7, 2 in size 8, 1 in size 9, and 1 in size 10. What that means to you is that basically if you order this now, you'll be able to just order it right away, and if we have it in your size, it will go out literally by tomorrow. So you can have it probably not for the weekend, but at least for next week. Now, this is a beautiful labradorite stone. Now, as I said earlier, I'm going to try to give you a good close-up. Labradorite is really a very interesting stone. It is rare, and it has this rare iridescence that actually gives you a multitude of beautiful, beautiful colors. So this is incredibly beautiful. I love the stone. Let me see if I can't take my face out of the shot and let you see this in all of its glory. It has this gorgeous iridescence to it. It does have this beautiful, like a floral pattern or kind of like a sunburst pattern. And again, the ring is size 8. Do not worry, if I didn't mention any of your sizes, don't worry, because Carroll's can get this in your size, or they can size one of them that it will fit you. So the Labradorite is a 6, I believe, on the 6 to 6.5 on the most hardest scale. So it is a durable gemstone. I love the fact that this is dainty. It's very elegant. It's something that if you wanted to stack it with other pieces, I think you could absolutely do that. It does make a great fashion piece. If you wanted to wear this on your pinky, it works perfectly. If you wanted to wear this on your forefinger. I'm not going to get it onto my forefinger. It would be great, or even as a middle finger ring. It is a nice size. It is on the smaller size. I don't want you to think that it is going to be a huge. There you are really seeing that iridescence, and that is really what labradorite is known for. It's an incredible piece. It is just to give you some dimension. It is roughly, let me see, 4 eighths across by 4 eighths this way. And again, this is a size 8. We do have them already sized in a variety of different sizes. Sherry said that this is sanity. Dainty. That's good. I actually, it makes me crazy when I do when I'm trying to type like crazy and I make the typo. Or worse, if it auto-corrects. So dainty and everyday ring. It really is. It's a perfect ring for every day. I think the labradorite, because of its iridescence, is going to pick up a variety of different colors. So again, this is a size 8. We have it in size 4, size 5. We have 2 in size 6, 3 in size 7, 2 in size 8, 1 in size 9, and 1 in size 10. So if you need that gift right away, something very, very quick. Sherry gives me a heart, a happy face, a smiley face. If you wanted to get it right away, not a problem whatsoever. You can simply just call the store. As I said, 954-463-3711. They are there right now. Or you can go to carrollsjewelers.com and find out more about this. Now remember, hit that shop button, not just to shop, because I do hope that you shop, but hit that shop button. You'll be able to see everything that I have in the show. I'm going to put this down and we're going to move on to the next piece, which is truly magnificent. It is so colorful. It's very chic. It's one of those pieces that I think that no matter what you have in your wardrobe, this is going to be the perfect complement for that. And you are going to see what I mean right now. Let me just adjust some things here. Okay, so look at all of the gorgeous color of this piece. What you're looking at here is you are looking at a ruby in the center. You are looking at sapphires. You can see those beautiful blue sapphires. And then you are looking at a mix of all kinds of other great semi-precious gemstones. This is done in 14 karat white gold, and also it is intersected by diamonds. These are all natural diamonds. The diamonds are G in color, which puts them into the near colorless range, and they are SI1 in clarity. But look at the color, look at the spectacular sparkle that you're getting from this piece. I just love this piece because, again, I think sometimes we all struggle to find a piece that's going to work with many, many things in our wardrobe. And I think that this will absolutely do that. I do love all of these different colors, and you will see that all of them are cut specifically for this piece. In the store, this is normally $7,300, but I actually checked the manufacturer's website, and today, what this piece they're selling this for today is $7,800. In the store, it's $7,300, but if you were buying it today, brand new from that manufacturer, it would be $7,800. So you're already making a saving. Now, add on to that the fact that Carroll's Jewelers is going to give you 50% off. That is $3,650 off this piece, bringing the price to $3,650. Again, you are getting all this gorgeous white gold. You are getting a ruby in the center. You are getting sapphires. You are getting multicolored gemstones, and you are getting a beautiful total weight of diamonds here. These are, again, natural diamonds, 55 points in total of G color SI1 diamonds in 14 karat white gold with an 18-inch chain. You are getting that for $3,650. Remember, in the store, I told you that it is $7,300, and the manufacturer's website says today it is actually $7,800. Eric says that this is a fun piece. This is really a great fun piece because, you know, again, I think we all struggle for that piece that's going to work with everything in our wardrobe. And if you love color as much as I do, I absolutely love color. My home is filled with color. My wardrobe is filled with color. It's one of my passions. I just think that color, it really makes everything, brings everything to life. So this is an incredible, incredible value. 50% off the normal store price of $7,300 is $3,650. As I said, the manufacturer says that if you were to order this today, it would be $7,800. So in effect, you're kind of really getting more than 50% off. But an incredible piece, again, an 18-inch chain, and it does have a hidden bail. What that means is that there's nothing sticking out over the top. I want to turn this to the side so that you can see. Look how this is done. So if you wanted to slide another thing through here, maybe a cord or something, you could absolutely do that. And then, of course, you have all of that gorgeous color, the ruby in the center, the sapphire, and all these beautiful mix of semi-precious gemstones here, all surrounded by 55 points of natural white diamonds. I am going to put this down and we're going to move on to the next piece. Do not forget about this because this is an incredible value when you think about it. $3,650. And I realize $3,650 may be a considered purchase, but don't worry. Click the icon, put it into the shopping basket, and when you go to check out, what you will see is that that checkout process will give you an option called Affirm. That Affirm option means that you will be able to break this down further in many different payments. So what that means to you is that you're going to get this home. You will not have to come up with $3,650 all at once. It will be broken out into time, but you'll be able to have the joy of wearing it. Janice from, oh, hey Janice, how are you? Janice from Philadelphia, you finally got here, as she says. That is wonderful. I appreciate that you're taking the time. I hope you're liking this gorgeous pendant that we have. This is a really, really beautiful pendant with all of these gorgeous rubies, sapphire, and all of these semi-precious gemstones, and then diamonds. 55 points of gorgeous white diamonds around here. Again, $3,650, which is a 50% saving off of what it normally is in the store. But as I said, the manufacturer today says that if you were to buy this today, it would be a $7,800 piece. So you are getting an incredible, incredible value. So Janice says that she's missed me. Aw, thank you, Janice. I appreciate that. So one more time with this, $3,650. Hit that shop button, see exactly what it will be if you put it down. The pendant is stunning, Janice says, and it truly, truly is. I just love all the color. And as I said, Janice, I don't know if you caught this, but we all struggle for that piece that's going to go with everything in your wardrobe. Think about all the things you have in your wardrobe, all the blouses, all the skirts that this is going to go with. $3,650, all 14 karat white gold. All of these beautiful diamonds, 55 points in total weight, with all of the ruby in the center, the sapphires, and all of these gorgeous semi-precious gemstones. I am going to put this down and we're going to move to the next piece because the next piece is really kind of rather interesting. I am going to hopefully get the right one. So I hope that that's the right one. We will soon find out. I'm sure that Luke will correct me if I'm wrong. So is it? No, it is not the right one. Oh, yes, it is. Okay, so I'm going to show you two pieces right now. This one is done in silver. This one is done in silver with plating of gold over the top of it. So they're both the same ring, but I'm going to talk about this one for a moment and then I'll bring this one in a second. So this ring here sells in the store for $130. Tonight, you're going to take 25% off. That is $97.50. What you have here is a sterling silver mounting that is mounted with gorgeous citrine. You have a center citrine, and then you have a shoulder of 3 citrines on either side. The citrines, by the way, are a 7 on the Mohs hardness scale, and they are the birthstone for November. So if you love the idea of citrine, this would be a beautiful piece. This would be a great gift to buy now and give it to somebody in November when it is their birthstone. It is an incredibly beautiful stone. It is actually the symbol, because it is that gorgeous, like sunshine color. It is the symbol for optimism. It is the symbol for clarity. I'm hoping that you are, maybe let me move my face out of there. So you are seeing this oval citrine in the center. The center citrine is approximately 7.18 millimeters by 5.25 millimeters. It's approximately an 85-point stone. The total weight here is 1 carat and 3 points. And this particular piece, as I said, it is $130 and it is 25% off. So it's $97.50, under $100. And again, if you wanted to take the opportunity, if you're going to save it for somebody for November, why pay for it up front? Put it into your shopping basket, hit the affirm option, and pay for it out over time, because it will allow you to do that. So $97.50. I'm going to just use rough math here. Let's say it allows you to do it over 4 months. That's $25 a month, less than $25 a month. That's more. That is less than what people spend on coffee every single day if they're going out, especially if they're buying coffee at those fancy places. So I'm going to put this down and we're going to bring up the other piece. But the other piece is the same piece, but it is in gold plating. So this is also sterling silver, gold plated. I want you to see them side by side so that you can see them. So as I said, this one here is the one that I'm about to talk about. This is the sterling silver one that we just talked about, $97.50 for the one in sterling silver. Now, the one with the gold plating is a touch more because, of course, we all know that the price of gold has been absolutely crazy lately. So here you have beautiful 14 karat gold over top of the silver. That means that this is a gold vermeil. That's what they do when they do a vermeil. It is sterling silver underneath, and then it is plated with gold over top. Again, the citrine center is 7.818 millimeters this way, and then 5.25 millimeters this way for approximately an 85-point stone. You have 3 shoulder stones on either side for a total weight of 1 carat and 3 points. Now, while the sterling silver one was just under $100, the gold-plated one, or the vermeil one, is slightly over. In the store, this retails for $145, and you're still getting the 25% off, but it comes to $109. So you've got $109 for this one here, or you have $97.50 for here. Now, we have these in stock. There are 2 size 6s, 2 size 7s, and 2 size 8s. The one that I have here is a size 7. Again, if you take a larger size or if you take a smaller size, don't worry. Call the store. Janice says these are so pretty. It's her mother's birthstone, and she really loves it. I really love it because it does have that gorgeous, beautiful, sunny glow. Citrine has, as I said earlier, it is the symbol of clarity. It's the symbol of warmth. It's the symbol of the sunshine. And here, this ring here could actually easily be, if you are somebody who says, you know what, I wanted to use this as an engagement ring, I wanted to use this as a promise ring. It has that classical nature. It is very beautiful. I'm going to show it to you here from the profile so that you can see. They do sit, let me move my face. They do sit up just a bit off of the finger. I'll put this on my finger so that you can see. Not too high though, so it's not something that is going to get caught on things, but it is a beautiful, beautiful ring, whether you're choosing the one in sterling silver or whether you're choosing the vermeil. Again, the vermeil is $109, which represents a 25% off of the $145 price, and the silver is $97.50, which represents a 25% off on the normal price of $130. I think these are just really incredible. You can really see that citrine's got a tremendous amount of light to it. It's got a good refractive index, which means that it actually returns the light beautifully. So it really is one of those pieces that I think is gorgeous. And let's face it, for just under $100 or just over $100, how classic, how gorgeous is this ring to be able to give to somebody the gift of their birthstone, or to give somebody the gift of the symbolism of clarity. I think it is a beautiful piece. Remember, $109 for the one that is vermeil, and $97.50 for the one that is sterling silver. Remember that affirm option. Or if you wanted to go back and see the silver one by itself and hear what I said about that, what you all just need to do is hit that shop button. It'll allow you to see everything in the show. If you want to click the icon here over my head, it will take you to the web page. I'll diminish down, and what you'll see is all of the details on this particular piece. But I am going to put these down because we've got so many incredible, incredible pieces to get to in the show, and I don't want to shortchange anything. So let me put this down, and we are going to move to an amazing pair of earrings. So if you really love that kind of vintage feel that you get, by the way, these are rubies, and July is, this is the birthstone for July. So if you have somebody in July, there's only one pair of these. I don't know if Carroll's Jewelers can get these in again, so this may be a one and done kind of a situation. If you have any questions, or you wanted to find out if they were available in other sizes, or other gemstones, or if they were able to get more than one, just simply call the store at 954-463-3711. Somebody will definitely help you. What you're looking at here is a beautiful pair of ruby earrings. What you have in the center is this gorgeous oval ruby. These are surrounded by diamonds. Luke says that these are one and done. So once these are gone, this is not something that can be reordered. So and Janice says that that her birthstone is Peridot. So Janice was you are an August baby, right? So I love Peridot, actually. I think Peridot is a gorgeous, gorgeous gemstone. I just love that kind of really, really intense green color. So one and done. There's only one pair of these. They are normally in the store $1,400. You're taking 50% off, so $700 off, and you can get these home for $700. What you're looking at is ruby, which is one of the very most precious. They call them the kings of the gemstones. And then you have diamonds, which of course, or they call it the royal suite, something like that, the royal flush, ruby, emerald, and sapphire. And then the king, which is the diamonds. These are done in 14 karat white gold. You have 74 points in total of these beautiful oval rubies, and then you have 22 points of diamonds going around. They are done in 14 karat white gold. They are done on a classic butterfly and post closure. I'm going to take this off so you can actually see this. I'm going to show it to you from the back. I actually like these butterfly backs because they are a little bit on the larger side. So if you're having problems putting them on, this is a little bit on the larger size. Really a beautiful piece. And again, if you do love that vintage feel, look at how that beautiful pattern around it. It almost has that Downton Abbey feel. Very elegant, very ladylike, very sophisticated. I think it's really beautiful. The other thing that you should know about ruby is a member of the mineral family called corundum. Corundum is a 9 on the Mohs hardness scale. So next down from diamonds, these are going to last forever. This is the kind of earring that you pass down to future generations. And for $700, that's an incredible, incredible value, because you're getting 50% off that, because the price normally is $1,400. So $700 gets this great pair of earrings home. And by the way, if for some reason you decide that you're going to take a chance on this, and then you say you get it home and you're like, you know what, it's not exactly what I anticipated, don't worry, because Carroll's Jewelers offers a 60-day return policy. And what that means is you can get these home, you can try them in your ear, you can say, you know what, I like them, I don't like them. As long as you return them in the original packaging, with the original tag, and in the original condition, you have 60 days to decide, and Carroll's Jewelers will take these back for 60 days. So a beautiful pair of earrings, and I think one really worth taking the chance on, especially when you think about the fact that you are getting diamonds and rubies in gold, under $1,000, under $750, $700 gets these home. I did put these up to my ears so that you could actually see the size of them. They are not too overwhelming. You know, I think a lot of people these days, they have stud earrings and they want to really kick it up a notch. They want something that's a little bit unique, a little bit different. Let me take my face out of here so you can really get a good close. There, I hope that you're really getting a great look at this. I forgot my point again. So anyway, rubies, when you buy a ruby, like when you buy any gemstone, you are buying the color. And these, I want you to see, these are truly that gorgeous, gorgeous ruby red. They are not too pink. They are not too dark. They don't look like a garnet. They are definitely a ruby. There is a generous post here. As I said, these are a little bit oversized, so I don't think that you are going to lose these. These are truly a beautiful pair of earrings. And again, $700 gets these home. Put these into your shopping basket. Click the affirm option. If $700 is a considered purchase, click the affirm option and it will let you pay it out over time. Probably, I can't tell you, but I'm assuming, let's say four payments. And I'm not even going to do the math on that because if any of you have been shopping with me for 25 years, you know that my math is not always great. But let's just suffice it to say $700 divided by 4 is a pretty darn good deal. And especially $700 is a great deal, especially when you consider the fact that these were $1,400 in the store. There is only one pair of these to go around. So if you're lucky to get this, I would definitely take the chance. By the way, I didn't give you a little measurement on here, so let me try to do that right now. My trusty ruler. So up and down, these are about 1/2 inch upside, up and down, and they are about 5/16 of an inch across. So again, not too small. They are really just kind of like the perfect size. And again, this is what I was saying earlier. The fact is, I think that a lot of people have diamond studs by now, or they have, a variety of different, whether they're moissanite or whatever. This is a great way to have something that is a little bit more unique, a little bit more unusual. It is the birthstone for July. And I will also tell you that rubies are known for the symbolism is passion. It is enlightenment. Ruby is one of the very, very few gemstones actually that is mentioned in the Bible. So, and Janice says that they are colorful. So they really are. They've got great color to them. And as I said earlier, these truly are that gorgeous ruby color. When you're shopping for rubies, you want them this color. Really, really beautiful. And to think for $700, you are going to get a very, very precious gemstone in rubies, and then you were going to get the most precious gemstone in diamonds around $700. I'm going to put these down. Janice says, sorry for my... Janice, please don't worry about your typos. I will tell you that you are in the majority. We all make the typos, and I would rather that we interact like this because to me, that's what makes the show fun. I love to know that you're enjoying the show. I love that when people, add in, because to me, it means that, we're sharing information here. So anyway, I appreciate that. Do not worry about the typos. And Sherry says, yes, we do. Luke says, typos don't matter. And Janice says that she appreciates it. You see, that's what I love. I love when we all talk together. It's so much fun. It makes the show incredibly fun for me. And I think it makes it incredibly fun for the hundreds of people who are watching. So I am going to put this down, and thank you for those hearts. I do want to let you know that I see those hearts coming up, and it always reminds me that you're enjoying something I'm saying, whether it's enjoying the show or whether you're enjoying whatever. But thank you for sending me. I really appreciate that. So I am going to put these earrings down, and we are going to move on to the next ring, which is an incredibly beautiful ring. Feast your eyes on this little beauty. What you are looking at here in the center is a blue topaz. Then you are looking at enamel. Very, very chic. If you love the European style, if that's really, that enamel is really, really incredible. If you love those beautiful high-end pieces like the Fabergé pieces, that's what you have here, enamel. And then you have diamonds around the outside. Now this piece here in the store is normally $2,125, but you're going to take 25% off this evening, so that's $532 off, bringing this to $1,593. As I said, you are looking at a gorgeous blue topaz. Blue topaz, was it Sherry or Janice who said that the peridot is her birthstone? This is my birthstone. This is a December birthstone. And I will tell you, I was so happy when this became one of the birthstones for Janice says this is very intricate. And it was Janice who said that peridot is her birthstone. This is my birthstone, and I was so happy when it became the birthstone for December, because originally, years and years ago, when I was young and naive, very, very young and naive, which was very many years ago, then I will tell you that turquoise was the birthstone for December. And I always wanted something that would really, really sparkle. Janice says that this is a really pretty color. It is. Look at this gorgeous color. This is like a Swiss blue topaz. It is really incredible. You are looking at this topaz. It is 2 carats, 37 points. It is surrounded by 18 points of natural round diamonds and white enamel. The white enamel really, I think, sets off that blue beautifully. And then you've got that little bit of extra sparkle here. Let me see if I can't get those diamonds in the light so that it is right. I absolutely think that this ring is so sophisticated, so elegant. I'm going to show it to you from the bottom. So if you are somebody who loves the idea of a big ring, but you're saying, you know what, I can't wear a big ring because it's going to sit up too high. Look at the way this ring sits up, not too high at all. So it's going to be very comfortable to wear, and yet you still have a great presence. This is a size 7, by the way. So if you did need this in another size, just simply call Carroll Jewelers at 954-463-3711, and they can actually see if they can size it for you. Thank you for all of those hearts. I think you are loving this ring as much as I am. $1,593, 14 karat yellow gold. Let me just give you a little tour here. Not sitting up too high, 14 karat yellow gold. I want you to see the back, how incredibly beautiful this is. It's nice and open. Look at, by the way, how nice and open this is. You can see the stone from the back. That means that the light can get to this from all different angles, and you can really see how the light is playing with that gorgeous blue topaz. This is, by the way, on the Mohs hardness scale, blue topaz is an 8, which means that it is a very durable stone. So if you wanted to use this as your signature piece, something that you were going to wear every single day, you could absolutely do so. I think that this is no problem whatsoever. The only thing I will tell you is with enamel, with all enamel, if you are in a very warm space and then you were going out to a very cold space, that temperature difference can sometimes wreak havoc with enamel. So you do want to be a little bit careful with something like that. But an extremely durable ring overall. Again, you've got that Mohs hardness of 8 right here in the blue topaz. Of course, you have the Mohs hardness of 10 with the diamonds. And this is just such a sophisticated look, I think. 18 points of round diamonds here, 2 carats, 37 points in this beautiful blue topaz, and $1,593. Very sophisticated, very elegant. Actually, you know what? Look how beautifully this looks. I absolutely think this is an incredible ring. I also love this. You've heard me talk about this before. The fact is that it is longer from the knuckle to the tip of your finger, which means that it is what we call in the jewelry industry a north-south orientation, which is very elongating to the hand. Really an incredible, incredible piece. But I am going to put this down because we have another great piece coming up. And this one, if you do love that whole idea. By the way, this works perfectly with this next piece coming up. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to show you how well it works together. Surprise, 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 surprise. Look at this incredible aquamarine. So, as I was starting to set that up, if you really do love that whole gorgeous Downton Abbey feel, if you love collecting authentic pieces from certain periods, just take a look at this Art Deco pendant. This has the biggest discount on it this evening. It's not a cheap pendant, I'm going to tell you this right now. But if you know your jewelry, you know that this is truly an impressive piece. This is authentic deco. So this is not deco-like. It's not made to look like deco. This is authentic deco. It is an estate piece. What you're looking at here in the center is a 15 carat, I'm going to repeat that, 15 carat oval aquamarine. Jana says that this is amazing. Sherry's like, oh my, yes, absolutely. It is both of those things, amazing and oh my. Look at the detail. This is so classically vintage and classically deco, because what you have here is all of these beautiful repetitive patterns. It is very architectural in nature. Again, you've got that 15 karat aquamarine, which measures approximately ½ an inch across and 6/8 of an inch up and down. You have 73 natural diamonds here. Those 73 natural diamonds equal approximately 1 carat, 50 points. It is truly beautiful. And by the way, it's set into platinum. If you are wondering about platinum, platinum is, they say it's the king of all metals. And that's because platinum is, number one, naturally white. They used to love to use it during this period, the Edwardian period, because number one, it's naturally white. It does not cast any of its own color into the gemstone whatsoever. It is a stronger metal. It is a more durable metal. And what that means is that all of these stones are held more securely. It is also more of a rare metal. So to give you an analogy, if you were to take all the gold that they have in the world right now and you melted it down, you would have enough gold to fill 4 Olympic-sized swimming pools. If you took all of the platinum that there is out there and you melted it down, you would only have enough platinum to fill 1 Olympic-sized swimming pool, and only up to your ankles. So that is the difference. It is an incredible, incredible metal. It is known as one of the noble metals. And this piece comes on a 20-inch chain. Look at this beautiful chain. This is not just a simple chain. It does have that gorgeous twist to it. So I think this is beautiful. 20 inches. So it's not something that is going, let me see if I can't. This is going to be difficult, but I want you to see how this looks. I think this is such an amazing, amazing pendant. Architectural, I do love the fact that it does have the drop. It's a 2-inch drop, by the way. That 2-inch drop is going to be, again, very elongating because you've got the V and then you've got that 2-inch drop. Look how beautiful this is. Now, I will also give you another little tidbit on this piece because this piece has a gorgeous little secret. Because not only can it be put onto a chain, I'm going to slide the chain off because I want you to see this beautiful bail here. Let me see if I can't do this for you. This beautiful bail on which this gorgeous 15 karat oval aquamarine is set, actually is an enhancer. And it is such a beautifully done enhancer, because what you can do, oops, I'm not going to be able to do this now. Oh, that's because my fingers are too big. Let me do it this way. Hold on. Please hold. We're having technical difficulties. The program is temporarily suspended for technical difficulties, and those technical difficulties are mine. So this is, there we go. So this beautiful bail is actually an enhancer, and it's such a beautiful enhancer. You can absolutely, you can't really see that it is an enhancer at all. What that means to you is that this pen can be double duty. You've got a great strand of pearls, just clip it onto your pearls, right in between those pearls. You want to put it on a cord and make it like chic and funky, you can absolutely do that. If you have an omega that is going to be a little bit more shiny, you can absolutely put that on there. And then when you want to take it off, or when you want to put it back on, you are going to click this shut, and it is going to be secure for you to put back on your chain. And of course, I will not be able to put it back on the chain. There we go. Incredible, incredible piece. Remember, this is not deco-like. This is not deco style. This is actual deco. This is an authentic deco piece. It is normally $36,000. You are taking 50% off here. So you're taking $18,000 off of this, and you are going to be able to get this home for $18,000. An incredible, incredible opportunity. If you are shopping for antique pieces, you know that this is such a beautiful piece. I am so tempted to just have this. I don't know what I would do with it, but I would find places to wear this piece. It is just so incredible. I am going to put this down because we've got a couple more pieces to go to, and I want to make sure that everything gets talked about. So our next piece is a gorgeous bangle. Now, this bangle is from a designer called Belle Étoile. What they do is, this is all sterling silver. This is all beautiful hand-done Italian enamel. I want you to see the gorgeous starfish pattern on here. So we are in the warmer months. If you are somebody who loves the sea, who loves the beach, this would be an incredible, incredible piece. The retail on this piece is $395, and you are going to take 25% off. That's $95, so it brings it down to $300. Again, this is all hand done. This is sterling silver. If you have been shopping for, any kind of jewelry actually lately, what you know is the price of metals are absolutely crazy. This has a hidden clasp right here. Actually, it's not totally hidden, but it's hidden in this way, and a spring closure. So it's going to be very simple to put on. You're just going to put your wrist into it, and you're going to clamp it shut. It is a little bit too small for my wrist. This is an average lady's wrist, so this is probably like a 7 1/4 inch. This is $300. And remember, what you're looking at here is sterling silver. All of this gorgeous starfish pattern that goes all the way around. I love this particular blue. This is that incredible blue that looks great with a tan. If you're wearing all white, you're slightly tanned, and you wear this on your wrist, really, really an incredible piece. By the way, this, you mentioned, I was talking about the piece earlier being in platinum. Not only is this sterling silver, which is a precious metal and the price is going crazy right now, this is platinum plated. What that does is that platinum gives it a little bit of extra strength and a little bit of extra durability, and it also helps, I think, when they do the enamel over the top. I think that they prefer to put it over gold, or that put it over platinum, because it makes that easier. But this is all hand done enamel here. So this is a really incredible bracelet. And again, simple on and off. You just slide it off. It is hinged. And I want you to see the back. all sterling silver. And by the way, this is not a light piece. This has really got some gorgeous, luxurious heft to it as well. It is truly a great piece. The stones in here are CZs, by the way. So you're getting this starfish, and in the center, I'm hoping you can see that you've got little cubic zirconia, and those cubic zirconia are going to give you just a little hint of sparkle. $300 on this. And again, that represents a 25% savings, so you're saving $95 off this because the original price is $395. So $300 gets this home. Click this, put it into the shopping basket, check out the Affirm option, see what this comes down to every month. You'll be able to enjoy this all summer long and then still be paying for it in September. Anyway, I'm going to put this down and we are going to move on to the next piece, which is another gorgeous ring. Okay, so here is an amazing, beautiful ring. Very elegant, very delicate. Two gorgeous amethyst here. It is a little bit of a bypass ring. So what that means is that it starts here, it wraps around the finger, and then you have a beautiful, beautiful little, almost like a flower bud of two aquamarines. Janice says that she loves the fact that this piece is handmade and hand done. It's really gorgeous, beautifully hand enameled. There's a lot of intricate detail on this. But anyway, let's continue with this, because I think this is a great little piece. I think this would be a gorgeous gift to give somebody for the summer because it has that gorgeous organic feel. I love the amethyst here. By the way, the amethyst is the birthstone for February. And I love the story of amethyst. First of all, I love amethyst overall. But the ancient Greeks used to believe that if you had amethyst on you and you were going out for the evening, it would prevent you from becoming intoxicated. And that's why I always carry amethyst with me wherever I go. And you should too. Well, so those of you who drink should. This ring here in the store is $120, and you're taking 25%, so that's $30 off the price. So you are able to get this home for $90. Under $100 gets this home, and this is also available in a variety of different sizes. So in stock, there is 2 size 6, 2 size 7, and 2 size 8. Remember that these are genuine amethyst here. This is genuine sterling silver. Sherry liked that. So really beautiful. I love the fact that it's very organic. And it's there's something very, I think, delicate in the way this is done. You know, years ago as a designer, people always used to say, you know, if you are having a design block, you know, because designers have blocks just like writers have blocks, is that design something and start to do things on a bypass. And that's what this is, meaning that it starts here and then it goes around the finger and comes around the other side. And there's something about that, because when you are designing like that, I think it frees up the imagination. You're not thinking about like the rigid, like it has to connect. And you're going to see that this actually, it doesn't really connect. It just wraps around the finger. This is a little bit of an open space here. The silver has a little bit of a pattern to it. I'm hoping that you get a chance to see that. Does not sit up too high. And again, because it is a bypass, because it does have that, it has that north-south orientation, meaning it is longer from your knuckle to the end of your finger, which means it's going to be very elongating to the hand. Under $100, $90 gets this home. And remember, we do have these in a variety of different sizes, 2 size 6, 2 size 7, 2 size 8. It does have a little bit of play, so if you wanted to make it like a half a size, because it is open there, you could probably pull it apart a little. I wouldn't do that myself, but what I would do is speak to them at Carroll's Jewelers. Simply call them in the store at 954-463-3711. They can do it for you, and they can open it up like a half a size if you're really, really that sure that that's the size you want. $90, so under $100, you are getting this beautiful, beautiful amethyst ring home. I think that this is such a beautiful piece. There are 2 marquees, by the way. I didn't get into that. 2 marquees, And the weight on that is 14 points total. So you are getting genuine amethyst, you are getting sterling silver, beautiful workmanship here, and in a gorgeous design, all for under $100. $90 gets this home. And again, if $90 you say to yourself, you know, I just want to spread it out over time, hit the affirm option and see exactly how long it allows you to spread this out. I am going to put this down and we are going to move to the last piece. And I wanted to give a little bit of extra time to this last piece because I teased you with it at the beginning. So if you were not with me at the very beginning of the show, this next piece is truly an incredible, incredible piece. This is, let me get my face out of there so you can really see all of the sparkle, all of the brilliance. Thank you for those hearts. I mean, what is not to love about this gorgeous piece? Really incredible. Look at the diamonds in the center, the rubies on either side, all of these gorgeous marquise-shaped rubies. Look at the sparkle, look at the brilliance that you're getting here. Now, this is a gorgeous cuff bracelet. This is by a designer, Effie. So this is an estate piece. So what that means is that we will not be able to get this in. We may not be able to get this again. As a matter of fact, we probably won't be able to get this again because it is an estate piece. But if you are a collector of specific designers, this is an Effie piece. Janice says that it is exquisite, and it truly is. Really a magnificent bracelet. What you're looking at here are 4 carats, 30 points of marquise cut rubies. Look at that on either side, really going down all of the edge. I'm going to turn this to the side so that you can see how they are set. They are set beautifully, one by one by one, no space in between. And that's what gives you that gorgeous, gorgeous, almost like a non-interruption of color here. In the center, you are looking at 75 points of natural pave white diamonds. So you've got 4 carats, 30 points in the marquise rubies. You've got 75 points in the diamonds. So you've got over 5 carats of gem weight here. This bracelet is normally in the store $5,600. You are going to take 25% off, so knocking $1,400 off the price of this bracelet, bringing it down to $4,200. If you've shopped for bracelets in this precious category, you know that $4,200 for a bracelet of this caliber, of this magnitude, is absolutely incredible. It is also done on an oval. What that means to you is that when you put this on, what that means is that your wrist will sit here and it will prevent this from rolling around your wrist. The benefit to you is that those rubies, those diamonds will always be on the top. They will always be the focal point, always be absolutely forefront in where people can see them. I also love what Effie did here with this piece because you want to see this. I'm hoping you can see the color, but this is all done in 14 karat rose gold. So you have that gorgeous pinkish hue in the gold, 14 karat rose gold. That pinkish hue carries on all the way through these gorgeous stones. And it's almost like the earth is kind of like opened up a little bit. You ever see like when they do the animation of like when the earth opens up and it kind of goes this crack, and it's opened up to reveal all of these gorgeous diamonds here. This is an incredible piece for $4,200. I think very well thought out in the design, very well thought out in the fact that this is 14 karat rose gold here, and very well thought out in the fact that this is not completely round. This is always going to keep these very front and center. It does have a safety clasp right here, so that safety comes down, and then the pin here, this pin mechanism, allows you to open this up. So it opens up, slaps onto your wrist, and voila. This is an average size. I am able to get this one on. So if you have an average size wrist, this would be perfect for you. $4,200 when you are getting over 5 carats of gorgeous gems, and not only just not regular gems. These are diamonds and rubies. Now remember, ruby is a member of the corundum family. It is the gemstone that is one of the few gemstones that is mentioned in the Bible. It's a sign of passion. It's the sign of love. And then they are, on the Mohs hardness scale, they are a 9, which means that they are extremely, extremely durable. Diamonds down the center. Diamonds are 10 on the Mohs hardness scale. Incredibly beautiful. And if you were to separate them, you've got 4 carats, 30 points of those marquise rubies. You've got 75 points of the diamonds, and this is truly a gorgeous bracelet. Again, I realize that this may be a considered purchase, $4,200, even though you are getting 25% off. But click the Affirm button, like put it in the shop, put it in your shopping basket and click the Affirm option, because that will allow you to pay it out over time. And if you don't have to pay it out over time, Janice says that this is exquisite. It really is. It is one of the finest designs I think I've seen in a long time. On that note, I want to bid you a fabulous Thursday evening. Thank you for spending an hour with me. Janice, Sherry, thank you for always being here. I truly appreciate that. And thank you for all of you who've watched. I'll be here next Thursday, so I hope you'll join me for another great show from Carroll's Jewelers and all of these great values. Have a wonderful evening and a great weekend. Bye.